All right, so lots going on in terms of unified application monitoring, obviously from AppDynamics and from our partners. So with that, let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about the idea that application and business are converging. This is something I hear from virtually every CIO I talk to, and I've had a chance over the last year to talk to CIOs from around the world, and I hear the same story about the technical and the cultural shift that's really sweeping through IT organizations. If you go back just 5 years ago, IT organizations were predominantly service organizations, right? They were service organizations helping other functions do business. That's no longer the case. Today, if you think about the fact that you can't run a marketing campaign, you can't introduce a new product, you can't change the way your stores operate unless you're actually changing the way your software runs, IT has now become a true partner to the business. And these are not two isolated units that occasionally interact anymore. IT and business are coming together and converging. And talking to most of the CIOs I talk to, this is not a point in time that is not just an end, it's a point in time on the way to IT really culturally owning business outcomes and driving business growth. And that's really the foundation of what I see as an evolution technically and culturally that's going to continue to move forward. So I thought it'd be interesting to hear from a customer who's been doing this. As I mentioned, many of our customers, when they bring us in primarily and initially, I should say, for application monitoring. But then they see that there's a lot more that they can do with this. When you're looking at and managing and monitoring every line of code, just think about the semantics that are in that code that maybe can be used to think about your business very differently. And so for that, Dixon Carphone is a company out of the UK. For those of you who don't know, huge consumer electronic company, does more than $10 billion of annual sales. They brought us in predominantly because they were having these peak usage issues. When the new phones came out, it would have a huge impact in terms of their infrastructure. We came in, worked with them. They had a couple great launches, and their line of business folks took note. They looked at it and said, you guys have had a huge impact in terms of our revenue. What more can we get out of AppDynamics? And they work together. Let's take a listen.